Esther McVey.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. I have to say I'm disappointed, as will business owners up and down the country, that the Chancellor couldn't find her way into the chamber today. Because if she had done, she might have learnt a thing or two. Now, in Tatton, there are family businesses that go back 4 and 5 generations, and some were planning, before this budget, to be getting ready for the next generation. Not now. Some, founded in the 1800s, have told me that their businesses survived 2 world wars, have survived the Spanish flu, the high tax and economic lunacy of the 1970s, even the recent COVID lockdowns. But this Chancellor's budget will be the death of them. They've said to me that on their family business gravestone will be written RIP 1830 to 2026, Reeve's budget, the fatal blow.
Yes.
Here we have a Chancellor who wanted her legacy to be that she was the first female Chancellor, when in fact her legacy will be the grim Reeves Reaper, who fatally killed off family businesses and destroyed enterprise in the UK. This Labour government shows no signs of understanding business, let alone family businesses that employ 14 million people and add 575 billion to the economy. A family business is a living entity. It needs to be nurtured, and if it is, it will grow and last hundreds of years. It will pass on to the next generation. And it has a unique place in the business ecosystem. It serves a special purpose. Even previous Labour governments has known that. That's why they did the business property REIT, because they knew it was required.
Yeah, exactly.
But not this Labour government. No. Oh no, because now the death of a family member could spell the death of the family business too. Yes. The CBI and the Family Business UK have warned that these changes to just property business relief alone could lead to 125,000 job losses and reduce an economic output by 9.4 billion. Yes. These tax changes, well, business have got to look at this. And as they think how much money they're going to put aside for these tax changes, every pound they put into tax means it's £1 less that will go into investment for their business, which will stifle growth of the company. Absolutely. This from a Labour government that has talked about growth will only kill off growth. Absolutely. And if it's not just for the impact of this inheritance tax, we've got the family farm tax, we've got the increase to employers' national insurance contribution, we've got the minimum wage changes. Every single one of these are going to add to the final nail in many of our businesses. I will indeed.
I thank the right honourable lady for giving way. Will she agree? Will the honourable lady agree with me that the myriad of Labour's attacks on family businesses will have a huge impact on businesses like Vosper's vehicle franchise in my constituency, founded in 1946, employs 600 people, facing £1.4 million increase in national insurance contributions and a future BPR levied on the next generation, in an industry that has seen a reduction of 20% in sales in January this year alone, following the government's so-called growth budget?
My honourable friend speaks knowledgeably and passionately about the business in her constituency, and she is right. And a family business I spoke to, well, they will say, we're already working on small profits. We don't know how we're going to cope. The enormity of these changes are going to change the way we look at our business. So what are we going to do? We might have to carve them up. We might have to cut them down. We might end up selling them. It might be through foreign investment, whether we're seeking them out or whether they seek us out. But what they're saying is the business will not survive and thrive. It will no doubt shrink or it will end. Yes. So I will touch on another point, because I think this is essential and other people have talked about it. Family businesses are the breeding ground of entrepreneurs.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It is where people, family members, will work of a weekend, where they will be trained up and they will go into that business. People talked about love and passion and whatever, all these things, absolutely. But it is that entrepreneurial spirit that this government is going to kill.
Absolutely.
And it's going to kill jobs in local communities, and that's why I talk about the special place of family business, because they are right in the heart of this community. Now, this Chancellor said that these changes would only impact the wealthiest of businesses. Haven't we heard that before? The farm tax would only impact the wealthiest of farms. Supposedly, their removal of the winter fuel payment would only impact the wealthiest of pensioners. And the VAT on schools would only impact the wealthiest of people. This is utter nonsense. What we are saying is a Labour Party removed from reality and ideologically driven and full and blinded by jealousy.
Yes, absolutely.
So, the raid that they have done on family businesses worth about 500 million by 2030, that's the Treasury's forecast, is actually going to lose billions of pounds more. These tax changes are ideologically driven, and the Chancellor is killing the geese that laid the golden the golden eggs. They have, on the opposite benches, a complete vacuum of business know-how and business knowledge. It is an utter disgrace what they're doing to our country.
Yeah.